In 1982, George A. Romero's Creepshow appeared on the big screen. The US production with an R rating had a budget of $8 million and made in the US more than 20 million back. It was a great success with audiences and critics, has rightly a cult status and is widely regarded as one of the best anthology movies ever made. Stephen King wrote the script. It consists of 5 stories, of which 2 were published. The story Weeds appeared for the first time in the May issue of the Cavalier magazine of 1976, and after that in various short story collections. In the movie, Stephen King plays himself the farmer who finds a meteorite and slowly turns into a plant. The story The Crate appeared for the first time in the July issue of the Gallery magazine of 1979, and after that also in various short story collections. It is about somebody who finds a box with a centuries-old monster that still lives. In contrast to the movie, this monster resembles a predator rather than a monkey. Creepshow is an homage to the EC and DC horror comics of the 1950s, such as Tales from the Crypt or Vault of Horror. The 1982 comic book with the same name is in fact the one Billy isn't allowed to read and tells the stories from the movie in the style of the old horror comics. It is lovingly illustrated and my favorite comic book. A father forbids his son to read horror comics and throws them into the garbage. The boy gets on this evening a visit from the Creep, which tells him the 5 horror stories from the comic book. They tell among other things about revengeful zombies who went after their tormentors, from meteorites which turn people into plants, or a mysterious crate in which a monster waits for its victims. The soundtrack by John Harrison, who was also responsible for the outstanding Day of the Dead score, is among the best I know. In addition to his acting, Harrison also directed scenes for Creepshow and Day of the Dead as a second unit, and as a director some episodes for TV and some movies.
Coming soon. Jolting tales of horror. Creepshow. From the author of Carrie, The Shining, and Cujo. And the creator of Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead. You'll scream at ghastly ghouls. Cringe at weird kids. And shiver at the doings of evil doctors.
This is going to be extremely painful, Mr. Bell.
Creepshow will grab you, grow on you, and give you the creeps.
When I discovered Creepshow, he was an insider tip on video and due to indexing in my country extremely rare. Thanks to his good cast, the practical effects and the genius cut, the 5 stories are still highly entertaining. 2 of them, Weeds and especially The Crate, clearly stand out. The character of Billy, who is not supposed to read horror comics, is played by King's son Joe, who is nowadays an author himself, which work also has been adapted. In 1987, Michael Gornick's Creepshow 2 appeared. This time the storyline with Billy is completely animated and there are 3 stories.
Or maybe you just have other things on your mind.
In which only one, The Raft, is based on Stephen King's short story. First in the November issue of the Gallery magazine of 1982, 1985 in the short story collection Skeleton Crew, and also in various other compilations. More about those in the same name King special. The $3.5 million garbage made in the US 4 times its budget back, but got rightly consistently mixed to bad reviews. Because it has only one interesting story, namely The Raft, and even this one is due to the bad cast and the below average staging not really convincing.
Swim if you have to.
I got you!
But whatever you do, don't take your time, cause the scares come twice as quickly in Creepshow 2. Stephen King.
In 1990, John Harrison's Tales from the Dark Side appears with a screenplay by George A. Romero, again with 3 episodes, 1 by Stephen King and a 4th serving as a framework. It is based on the same name television series from 1983, 89 episodes. The second story, Cat from Hell by Stephen King, appeared for the first time in the December issue of Gent magazine from 1977 and also repeatedly in various short story collections. It's rightly considered unofficial Creepshow 3. All involved in Creepshow are present and and the framework Billy character simply became Timmy. The movie is very well staged and has an awesome cast, but from my point of view the best story, Low 249, the one with the mummy, appears right at the beginning and the weakest at the end, which is a bit anticlimactic.
Right here, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now, right here, right now.
That cat has killed 3 people in this household.
I don't believe this.
Kill it, bury it, and bring me its tail.
Tales from the dark side.
Well, that just about takes care of that, doesn't it?
Come, live the nightmare of your choice. Tales from the dark side. The movie.
In 2006, the official Creepshow 3 appears as TV production, but without any participation of the previous crew whatsoever. There's also no Billy or Creep leading through the 5 episodes, which play in the same city and are held together only by a hot dog stand staged like a pulp fiction for stupids. The episodes range from bad to annoying as hell and boring as fuck. This thing looks like a student fan film and puts unnecessarily a final nail in the coffin of this franchise. In 2019, Creepshow appears as a TV series with 28 25-minute episodes in 2 seasons so far. Only 2 of them are based on King's works, both of which I have already reviewed. Grey Matter, see the review in the King special about the short story anthology Night Shift. Survivor Type can be seen in the Skeleton Crew video. The remaining episodes have, from my point of view, little to nothing to do with Creepshow. Try hard to unsuccessfully imitate the first movie without really understanding it. Presentation sometimes reminds of Tales from the Crypt. With very few exceptions, the half-baked stories often come across awkward and forced, and seem more like rejected Twilight Zone scripts.